All right. Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Young Catalyst. Well, Young Catalyst is a show brought to you by a non-profitable organization called Reincarnation Association, which has been founded by my mother, Mrs. Savita Gupta. And why we brought this show to you is because we want to showcase talent from many other fields, and we will on this show talk to many kids and people who are trying to bring up their voice, people who have a lot of talent in them, and we just want to showcase their talent to everybody. So Young Catalyst is all about that. And on the third episode of Young Catalyst, we have Adya Agarwal. Welcome on the show, Adya.
Thank you so much, Dee. Thank you.
Adya, you have a very beautiful name. So I want to know what does it mean.
Okay, so that's thank you so much for appreciating my name. My name comes
Yeah.
from a Hindu goddess. The name is Adya Agarwal. I believe you must have heard of her. So
Yeah.
if you break my name, the first name Adya, that's where my name comes from.
It's beautiful. And who's given you the name? Your mother or your father?
Yeah, I think my aunt has given me that name.
Okay. So, okay, Adya, now you have a beautiful name that we have already complimented you, and you look very pretty as well. And now I would like to know about you. So is the audience. Please tell me about yourself.
Hello everyone, this is Adya Agarwal. I am doing BCom Honors from IP College for Women, Delhi University, and I'm in my second year. Prior to this, I have completed my schooling from BBPS Bitampura. Throughout my school life, one thing I have loved the most is speaking. Like I remember being a kid and climbing up the stages, delivering speeches, delivering stories, and I have won multiple accolades for the same. I have won speaker awards through the guidance of my parents, of my grandparents, and obviously the precious teachers. I have climbed a good level. I'm into dramatics, off screen and on screen. And apart from that, I'm a finance enthusiast. During this time when there's this global pandemic, I have started trading in the stock market as well. I am trying to
Wow.
develop my skill into that. And I write. I love writing. I love reading. I am also in the editorial board. I was in the Dramatis Society. Yeah, that's that. I just believe that every day is a journey of learning and unlearning, improving myself and those around me.
Such a beautiful thought. Adya, actually, I've lost count of how many talents you have in you. I've lost count. इतना सब कुछ इतने बंडल के अंदर है. So, okay. So, हम start करते हैं आपके स्कूल से, ठीक है? तो आपने पढ़ाई कहाँ से की है?
I'm sorry, come again?
आपने स्कूल में पढ़ाई कहाँ से की? आपने दिल्ली में पढ़ाई की है?
Yeah, from Delhi, Pitampura, Bal Bharati Public School.
ओके. सो फिर वहां से आपने कैसे अपना करियर स्टार्ट किया, जहाँ से आपको लगा कि आपको डिबेट्स में जाना है, आपको रोमांटिक्स में जाना है, और ये सब कैसे डिसाइड किया आपने?
Yeah, along the way, as I climbed the ladder of my higher education, I realized that even though I'm a literary person, I love speaking, I love writing, but when it comes to career, I want to see myself somewhere else. Passion are something that I will always keep with myself, but declamations and all, they would be like my pleasure time. I write for my pleasure. But when it comes to my career, I am so much into accounting. I love that subject. So I'm currently aiming for MBA, Masters in Business Administration. I believe I'll be able to do something with that, along with holding my dreams, my hobbies, and my passions.
सुपर्ब. सो आपने बोला कि पेंडेमिक की वजह से हाउ हैज इट अफेक्टेड योर लाइफ राइट नाउ, what the
Yeah,
things
sure.
that you
I'll
do?
tell you about that. If I rewind a few months back, like just when this happened, in the very starting, we all were so happy. Okay, says though there's no problem, and we are sitting at home, we are chilling, we are watching Netflix 24 hours. But then
Yeah.
eventually, this struck me that oh my God, in amidst this entire ruckus, it is just so much arduous to maintain peace of mind. There was this constant mental struggle. What am I doing with my life? I'm not studying. I'm not doing anything productive. That's when I realized I got into internships. I read many novels, and I did intern. I've earned my first stipend as well. and I explored fields like human resource, finance, hospitality, and so that now when I stand here, I know what field attracts me the most.
So
So
Adya,
trying,
I'm sorry to interrupt, but all these fields, you explored all these fields when you were locked down at home?
yeah, in different
Okay.
companies there are like different startups, which are startups are very good place for young students of people of my age to learn about their interests. They
Mm-hmm.
may not be paying you very well, but the experience that is just
Yeah,
commendable.
definitely. Yeah, that's what it matters, right? Yeah.
Right, right.
So all
So
right. So you explored many fields, and then you came up to a conclusion that what you want to do is what?
I want to go into the field of finance. I want
Mm-hmm.
to do MBA. That's what I discovered of myself this
All
entire
right.
period.
And you also spoke about stock market.
Right. I started trading in this lockdown only, and I'm also doing a course with Sukhdev College in collaboration with National Stock Exchange of India. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
exploring myself. I'm learning. Stock market is really volatile for those of you who are into that.
Mm-hmm.
It can be a huge profit, but it can be a big loss as well. So it
Yeah,
requires instant dedication, I believe. So yeah, that's
definitely.
something I'm working on. I'm not a pro at it at all. I'm still learning from
Yeah.
people around.
Okay, okay. So yes, of course, it can be a huge loss, and of course, you can make double or triple your money as well. That's what I know
Absolutely.
about stock market. So all right. So talking about your college, you're studying right now in second year. You said.
Yeah, I just got promoted to my second year.
All right. Congratulations for that. And so tell me, obviously you've not been to college for I think 6 months now.
No, no, for about like 7 months.
So how have you coped up with your studies at home?
Yeah, that's see this entire period before this being promoted to second year, we did not have our exams, so there was
Mm-hmm.
absolutely no pressure from the college side. Rather,
Mm-hmm.
it was a mind-blogging time. Ki, what am I doing? So that's when I explored. But now, currently, there is a lot of pressure. I am coping with all of that. I am preparing for my further education as well. College has been nice to me. Teachers are supportive as far as the understanding of this condition is concerned. Like there's this
Yeah.
global, and it's not easy for one to stay
Mm-hmm.
at home and cope up. Like it's not like the physically when you're present. It's totally different.
Yeah.
So with
Yeah.
the support of people around me, with the support of teachers, I'm able to do that.
Okay. All right. So also tell me, so when you first saw in the news that, we've hit a pandemic and, this sort of virus has completely come near us altogether, how did you take it in the first place?
To be extremely frank with you, I was very happy because my
That was the first
financial accounts,
reaction of every individual, working, studying, every individual.
the
Yeah.
mid-semester break happened, and that's when
Mm-hmm.
they announced that there would be no classes. And the first thing
Mm.
that struck my mind was, oh, I had my financial accounts exam just after the mid-sem break. I won't have to give that. And after 2 weeks,
Mm.
everything will be back to normal, and we'll cope up.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
this 2 weeks has extended quite long, and I regret just that happiness, that small moment of happiness that I still regret.
Yeah.
You know, I want
Yeah.
the normal life back.
Yeah, that's okay. Don't be too hard on yourself because that was the first thing that came to everybody's mind because we were so worked up, we were so loaded with work and studies and everything around us. We were so much in pressure that we wanted that just one break so we could stay at home, do nothing, watch Netflix, just relax. And when it came, so our first reaction was obviously, wow, thank you, God. We
We
thanked
just,
him.
yeah, we
Yeah,
just, I
yeah,
think we appreciated what we have. We stopped
yeah,
taking for granted so many things in life that it has been
definitely.
really, this mental growth is like, even if we compare my last 2 years of growth, this lockdown has made me learn so, so much. So
I'm sure,
that's
I'm
been,
definitely sure. Yes. People are reaching out to people are apologetic, people have realized what they want in life and what they want. Everybody, I think, what everybody wants in life is just the basics. And we were running behind all the fancy things in life, and now we've come to the basics. And that is what I think is most important, and to realize it is the most important thing. All right, coming back to you, Adya. So tell me about your debate. So debating is I feel a very tough thing, because only people who stand out, only people who are very confident, and only people who have an opinion, like only opinionative people can debate. So you seem to be a very opinionative girl at your age right now. So when was the first time you realized that you want to debate, and where you want to start? And did you debate in your school, your college? Where did it first happen? Because I remember the first debate. Because I remember the only debate that I have is at home with my mother or my brother or my father. That's the only debate I do. So
That's
yeah.
one we do.
Yeah.
I started at a very young age. I believe I was in my
Hmm.
third standard. Before third standard,
Hmm.
I used to be more into declamations and stuff like that. But it was in the third standard, the first time I went to this inter-school competition, and I had my first debate. My
In your
debating
first
experience,
class. In your first class.
third class,
Third class. Okay.
right?
Okay.
And as you said, it's absolutely true that debates are not easy. Like, if someone is there contradicting your opinion and you don't know how to counter that. For example,
Yeah.
I'll just tell you an example. Once I was this debating on this women empowerment topic, which is an
Hmm.
absolutely important topic at this age and time. So
Yeah.
there was this girl who was absolutely right in saying that it's wrong that we associate the color pink with girls, with weakness, and with some sort of submission.
Hmm.
So the one thing which struck my mind was, okay, you are right. We associate a particular color, particular jobs to a particular gender. But
Hmm.
what about this that the Gulab Gang or the movie Pink, they show pink in a very different light. You show
Hmm.
pink in a weak light, whereas I believe it can be a color of strength. It can be a
Hmm.
color of victory. So
Hmm.
why not we associate with that? So that was my opinion, and there was no counter argument she could put. But yeah, this was one thing I believe that even in my college, if we talk about this, the
Hmm.
first apprehension was, will that be kind of liberty? Will we enjoy that much? Because girls are supposed, this stereotypical belief that girls are more into studies and they are studious, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. But it has been really, really liberating, like
Yeah.
right from physical work to the mind blogging task to organizing
Yeah.
events, everything we have to do. I mean, it
Yes.
may sound, but even when there I was in a co-ed school, I believe there was some kind of dude who used to be there mansplaining us. That's not there, and the strength as a girl I get, and I believe that I'm able to empower the people around me, the girls around me. That has been really liberating and the most precious thing my college has given me up till now.
Okay. So you mentioned when you were in a co-ed school. So was there a time when you were in a girls' school or college as well? Right now you are, right?
My schooling was done from Balbharti only, and that
Hmm.
was it. I was never in a girls' school. This is the first institution I was where I was in a only girls' college.
Okay, so how has that treated you? Because coming from a co-ed school and coming to a girls' college, it's completely altogether a different ball game. Because we believe that somebody from a girls' college who will be very docile, and who somebody who will not be very opinionative and outspoken like you, and who will have an opinion so strong that the person wants to empower people around her. So that's very liberating, and also very I find it very, very fascinating. So how did that happen, that change?
First of all, speaking of docile, you should visit my college. It's nowhere
Okay.
near. It's nowhere
Okay.
near that.
Okay.
But as I
Okay.
said, my first apprehension was, there's this belief ingrained in our mind. I won't say I was perfect. There was this belief in my mind as well that if I stay in a group of about 40 girls, it will be natural that I'll develop some enemies, some frenemies, and I won't get along. But
Hmm.
then I realized DU is very supportive in that. It really opens up your mind. It tells you
Hmm.
that no, it's much more than that. You
Hmm.
realize that the friendships you build right now will stay lifelong. Your girls are there to support you. If you are speaking, if you are doing something out of the box. If even if you're at home, you're not able to manage your mental peace. It's nothing like girls won't support you. They are so much supportive, and I'm really grateful that I got into this college. I was totally confused that I will go into some co-ed college because I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't know, it won't be fun. Girls' college won't be fun. But
Mm-hmm.
there's this one decision which my parents and I took for myself, and I can't thank God enough for that. I'm really grateful for
Wow.
choosing this institution.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's such a beautiful thing to say. Yeah, because it's a huge, it's like coming into a different ballgame altogether when you're from a co-ed and you're coming to a girls' college, and you're just surrounded by girls. Sometimes what I have seen in people is that their confidence has gone for a toss completely, and their ability to go out in the world and speak in front of men has gone way below, because what they were and where they have become. I have seen live examples in people who have switched from co-ed to girls education. But looking at you, it's a wonderful thing that you have really excelled in where you are. And so you miss college, you miss going to college.
Absolutely, I really do miss that.
Yeah,
Teachers, we were like, no, we don't want to go there, but now we really miss them. We were like, please
yeah,
let us go to college, even if in this situation, this
yeah,
unprecedented time, we are glad
yeah.
to go. But yeah, we have to respect the social distancing as well. Help us.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. So, all right. So, so 5 years down the line, or maybe 10 years down the line, where do you see yourself?
Well, that's a tricky question because I
Yeah.
don't have everything figured out right now. But what I think of myself is that want to work in a consulting company. I want to go into chartered finance analyst after my
Mhm.
MBA or along with that, and I want to see myself there. But
Mhm.
yeah, I am still working on that. I have no hard and fast rule. But my major
Mhm.
stream would be commerce finance. That's something I aspire right now.
Okay. Okay. All right. So that's, and you also said that you read a lot.
Yeah.
So whatever time you get, you either read or you study your book material. So what do you read? What do you like? What genre is your favorite genre?
Okay, so in this time only I realized that I love reading self-help books. There's this book
Mhm.
by Joking, Good Vibes, Good Life, and that's one
Okay.
of my favorite books. It
Mhm.
focuses on your vibrations. That he says he believes that even if you're hitting a low, even if you're sad, if you concentrate your energy on the happy moments. For example,
Mhm.
I have this cousin I really admire. She's just 2 to 3 years old. Whenever I'm sad, I just think about her. I look at her videos. I listen to good songs. I focus my energy on the positive vibes of my life. That's when,
Mm.
and by doing this now, we attract positivity. Even if
Mhm.
the entire life is going bad and it's just negativity around, even
Mm.
faking a smile can go a long way. You can focus your
Mm.
energy, you can raise your vibrations. That really
Yeah.
helps. And another book, Road Less Travel, that's one of my favorites. And
Mhm.
yeah, some of my authors, John Green. I grew up reading John Green, like young adult,
Okay.
and
Okay.
Podcast Stars, Dil Bichara, we have all seen. That's the
Mhm.
Hindi remake of Podcast
Yeah.
Stars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
So
I'm
all right.
exploring different things.
Okay. Also, Achada, tell me, just say you talk about energies, you talk about vibrations, and I do believe in it. Okay, I believe that if you channelize your energy into something really good, so no matter, irrespective of where you stand, how low you feel at that moment, you can definitely bring yourself up. So, so what is your take right now on the people this year that we've seen, especially? It has been happening for many years. It happens every year, but this year it has been really highlighted that people are depressed, people are just trying to take their lives, and you know. So, what is your take on this? How can this be treated in a sane manner?
That's really a very nice topic. Thank you for picking that up. I am not an expert in this field, but what I believe that is that seeking out help, reaching out to your trusted friends, to your
Mm-hmm.
parents can be the first step in overcoming this. First, we need to
Yeah.
normalize this, that it's okay to be depressed. It's okay to have your low days. Even if a successful person is feeling low, even if a moneyed person is feeling low, that's okay, because success cannot be measured by your financial abilities and things like that. So
Yeah.
for any person, it's important to reach out. It's important to
Mm-hmm.
channelize your thoughts on something positive, on
Mm-hmm.
distancing yourself from toxic people. Even if that's your best friend, it's okay to prioritize yourself. Thinking about yourself first is not selfish. It's just good
Mm-hmm.
for you and your family. And more than that,
Mm-hmm.
what's wrong with being selfish? It's wrong to be self-centered, I believe, but it's not wrong to be
Yeah,
selfish.
definitely. But Adya, what I feel is that when you're in this situation, when you're feeling low, when you come to a point where you can take your own life, that's a very strong step for anybody to take. And without thinking what's going to happen to people, who we're leaving behind, what's going to happen to people who are very close to us. I think when somebody is in that state, they're not able to think through they're not able to talk to their loved ones, they're not able to maybe explain what they're feeling to anybody around them, is why they take this extreme step. So what do you think is the responsibility of the people around them? What can they do, and how can they figure out, how can they find out what's happening to somebody who's in their inner circle, who is not feeling up to the mark? What can they do about it?
That's really nice, because it's for people who are not feeling okay or who are into depression. It's really to put your thoughts into words. That's something,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why there has been a great surge in the number of institutions handling
Yeah.
this. There have been many NGOs, and even Instagram has come up with this feature. I think most of us use Instagram. So, in the search tab, if you type hashtag depression, there would be free consultancy for you. That is
Wow.
something everyone should know, and that's a great feature, I believe. Apart from this, for people around us, it's really difficult for you and me and people around to check on other people. I believe that
Yeah.
it would be quite bookish to say that keep checking on your friends, keep checking on your family,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
if you have the slightest idea that someone is disturbed, that someone is rude to you, I think rather than just judging them straight away or cutting them off, we can be more understanding. That is our
Mm-hmm.
bit we can do, and we can spread awareness about the mechanisms that are available to cope up with depression, the various
Mm-hmm.
features that are available, and yeah, things like that.
That's such a beautiful thing to say. Hashtag, what did you say? Depression. Hashtag
Yeah,
depression on
please search
Instagram.
on Instagram. Yeah,
I think it's a beautiful thing because we surf online for I think half an hour every day. I'm sure that that's the minimum. Everybody goes online and just looks at people's pictures, people's videos, and the reels and what they're trying to show their talents. I think it's a beautiful thing that you've said that yes, for just 1 minute if we spare and see what's happening around us and hashtag depression if we type, I think we will contribute a lot to it and we will notice what's happening around us, and I think it's a good thing to do. So yeah, that's a beautiful thing to say, Adya. Also, Adya, so talk about dramatics to me, because I think you and I have that in common, and I would really like to talk about dramatics. So how did that come in place? When did you realize you want to get into dramatics? Because it's a beautiful field to get into, and I feel really sad for people, for टैलेंट्स जिनके पेरेंट्स उनको अलाउ नहीं कर पाते हैं आगे जाने के लिए. I'm sure पेरेंट्स के अपने नोशंस होते हैं लाइफ में, but there are many kids who want to get into dramatics, but because of their family pressures they cannot get into dramatics. You and I are very lucky in that manner because we are in the field, and we love the field.
absolutely. So my first encounter with dramatics was in school life. I did in
Okay.
street plays. I did mono acts,
Mm-hmm.
but then that's sort of died down. I got more into my usual writing and speaking and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. But then when I got into college, the first society I heard was the Society of IP College, Dramatic Society, is the best society. The
Mm-hmm.
Dramatic Society of this college is the best from the entire Delhi University. I was sure that
Mm-hmm.
I won't be able to get into Abhivyakti. That's a
Mm-hmm.
dream for me. But
Yeah.
and the audition took place for about 7 days, and my mother was like, "Where are you? It is 7 in the evening. Why are you stuck in the college? Colleges are supposed to be shorter than school." And I used to
Yeah.
stay for 10 hours because
Mm.
I found my heart there. And
Mm-hmm.
I got through the auditions, and then the practices started, drilling started, and I'm sure you must be knowing that dramatics on the surface looks easy, but it involves a
Talk to me about it.
lot of
Yes.
effort.
Yes.
So my physical strength was like it doubled during that period.
Mm.
Every day
Mm-hmm.
I used to
Mm-hmm.
come up on the metro stations. I feel like just now I'm climbing the elevator and I'll fall down because it requires you to build the energy. It requires picking up heavy props, and as I told you, we were all girls, so we had to do that. We had no choice. So physical strength was one. That is the prior most thing that developed me during that period. Devotion of time, devotion of energy. The seniors were so strict, and I respect that. They were like, it's like, a prayer, a kind of devotion that we are putting into. You have to
Yeah.
be devoted to your teammates, to your audience.
Yeah.
So to
Yes.
respect them, if the dramatics practice started at 2:30, if I am there at 2:31, I was supposed to take 10 rounds of the ground. No matter I fall down, no matter I
Yeah.
faint.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the bonds created due to that, once you respect someone, then the friendships come really easy. And that too,
Yeah.
friendships with respectable boundaries. So
Mm-hmm.
that's
Yes.
something I learned at home. It was really great.
That's also a very correct thing to say, because respecting others' time is the most important thing an actor should always do. Because not just their time, but of course people around them, their time is also equally important. So yes, being on time is very important. Understanding what they are going through, what they want from you, and how they want you to cooperate is another thing that So you've done stage shows?
Stage shows, I've done few stage shows at school level. In the college, I
Okay.
was in the street team. There's this two teams, stage and
Yeah.
street. I was in the
Yeah.
street.
Yeah. All right. So which do you prefer, stage or street?
I prefer stage.
You prefer stage? Because I prefer stage as well. Yeah, I prefer stage. I think it's just the kind of art that we like. So tell me, so you in the future, are you planning to get into stage? Because right now, of course, that we are in the situation right now that we are not able to practice together and social distancing and stuff. So I don't think this year anything is going to happen. So next year, or maybe whenever we are good to go with the practices and with the rehearsals, would you like to be a part of any play or any dramatics
I would love to.
group?
I would love to be a part of play. It's really just boosts your confidence to some other level.
Yeah.
I would really love to do that if I am able to manage everything at hand, which I think if I love something, I'll be able to do that.
Yeah.
So
I think,
fingers
yeah. Then
crossed.
you correct. You're able to extract time for what you love. So whoever is watching Adya right now, she is willing to do a play, and so you're free to call her, ask her to be to be a part of your cast. And so Adya, that's yes, of course. So you said you watched Netflix for a long time while you were in the lockdown. What did you watch? I want to understand, because you're such an intellectual person. I don't think that you watch anything like Friends or a Big Bang
Okay.
Theory. I don't think you watch anything like that. I think you watch everything very scientific and sci-fi sort of like that.
Absolutely. Friends is my go-to. Even today, I have to take a 5 minutes break. I'll just switch on Friends and I'll watch that. That's
Oh, that's
that's
lovely.
my go-to. Yeah.
That's lovely. That's fantastic. Which is your favorite show that you've seen or lately you've encountered? Which is the favorite show
Uh,
that you've seen?
During recently, I have, to be honest, I've not watched anything new. But
Mm-hmm.
this entire period, I was watching the Hindi shows more into Bollywood. I discovered a few of Hollywood as well. There's this movie Theory of Everything. I watched that. I
Mm-hmm.
even watched Vampire Diaries. I mean, you will judge me for that because that's something to
No, 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 no. I
people.
will not judge you. Yeah.
So
All right.
I watched that. I discovered different genre. Right from the what children watch to something more
Yeah.
scientific. I discovered with everything.
Yeah. All right. So that's the fun part of you. And
I believe.
so what do you like doing the most? You like traveling? You like being at home? You like driving, swimming? What do you like doing?
I love driving actually. I love going
Yeah.
on long drives with, it may sound a little, bookish, but there's this no when you are going and it's just freeing your mind, highways and blank spaces, and where there is no particular destination you want to reach. You're just there with your
Yes.
family. Some music is
Yeah.
there, and you're just spending the moment with yourself, with the nature
Yeah.
around you, with the people, with the family.
Hmm.
That's something really beautiful.
So
It makes me miss.
once we start to go out, once we start to fly, and once we start to go to our favorite destinations, where is the first place that you want to be?
I believe I would like to go to, if this entire thing is died down, right?
All right.
Somewhere foreign. I believe I would like to go to France. But then
Hmm.
again,
Beautiful.
not right now. I would like to earn for myself. That will take quite a time, about, I believe, at least 7 years. I want to
Okay.
sponsor my family if I'm ever capable enough to do that. I'd love to do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my dreams, if I'm able
Mm.
to achieve.
Lovely. So Adya, you're very studious, you're very opinionative, and you're caring, you love your family. That's such, well, it's just everything in just one girl. It's beautiful. And you have a question right now. People have been appreciating all the things that you've said on the show and how confident you are on the show. And so now there is a question that Dr. Divya Jain has asked you. The question is, how did you manage between studies and being the head of student council?
Okay, yeah, that was something which I really enjoyed doing. It was
Mm-hmm.
never a pressure to me. Being the head of the student council, I was able to administer to the mistakes, to the grievances of students, to the issues of the school faced. I never really thought it was a burden. My
Mm-hmm.
studies were never suffered, and the way I was able to manage that was because I loved doing that. I loved doing
Mm-hmm.
something for my school. I loved my school. I was the house captain in my department in my school. So doing
Wow.
something for the house, organizing events, leading them, comparing them, that was just, I wanted to do that. I couldn't even concentrate on my studies if I knew I'm not doing that. So it just
Mm.
complemented each other. Studies and the student council always complemented.
Lovely, lovely. So yes, again, very confident. Yay! Congratulations, all the best. People have been saying that for you, and yes, it's come to a time where we should end the show. But it was lovely, lovely, lovely talking to you. You're such a confident
Likewise,
person at this age. I know that you will do wonders in life. And thank you so much for being on the show. And whoever is watching, Adya, I think everyone would like to give you the best of wishes. And from my side
thank
also,
thank you for having me. Thank you everyone for your precious time. I believe I was able to
yes,
provide some value, and I'd love to connect with you all via
definitely.
LinkedIn. I'd be obliged if you do that. Thank you, Dee. Thank you for
Yes.
hosting the wonderful.
Thank you so much for watching the show. Thank you, Adya, for being here. And we will see the audience again on next Monday, 6 p.m. Till then, bye bye.
Thank you everyone.